So today we'll focus on the lotus of the heart. And lotus flowers come in many different colors. Just like the heart has many different colors, many different ranges of emotions. And within the inner heart, the sacred heart, all of it is part of the lotus, is part of the blossoming. It's in this space of unconditional love, where everything is accepted. Everything is honored in your own being. So let's take our right hand and our left hand over our heart to begin planting the seed of gratitude deep inside the lotus of our heart. Let's close our eyes. And just taking a moment to be present to your breath. And feel your heartbeat under your hands. And envision a beautiful lotus in the center of your chest. And with every breath, it expands, opening fuller and fuller. We'll stay here for a few moments with this image. And allowing the breath to bring you more present to your heart space, more present to being on your mat, and present to that unconditional love within you. Inhale, let's bring our hands in front of our hearts, Anjali Mudra, and we'll open with one Om. Take a deep inhale. Softening our mind into the lotus of our heart. Let's open our hands, open our eyes. I feel like when I open my eyes and hands, like a lotus flower opening up. So we have our right shin over our left. Inhale, take the hands up overhead. Deep inhale and a long exhale, palms to the earth. Exhaling out. You can even make a soft sigh, if you like. Inhale, palms to the sky. Opening up like a lotus to the day or closing your day. Exhaling, palms to the earth, softening in the shoulders, softening in the hips towards the earth as you root. Inhale, opening out the palms. And now we rise, extending from the pelvis to the heart, out through the fingertips. Exhale, palms to the earth. One more inhale, palms up to the sky. Expanding from the heart into every direction. Interlace the hands up above your head and open up the palms to the sky. Deep inhale and stretching up. And we're going to exhale, round forward, palms press out in front of us, chin to the chest. Open up in the back body. Inhaling up. Exhaling, push hands in front of you. We're also opening in our wrists and our fingers and our spine. Inhaling up. Staying connected with the flow of your breath. And we'll come forward one more time with a deep exhale. You pull the navel in, press the hands out, arching in the back. Inhale, rise up. And now we're going to take the hands behind your head. Inhale, open up in the elbows. I know so many of us have a lot of neck and shoulder aches from working at our desks. So exhale, bring elbows forward, chin to the chest. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Helps to relieve tension in the neck and in the jaw. Relax the jaw. Make a long exhale, sawing everything out, softening in the whole spine forward. Inhale up, press the back of the head into the hands and open up. Exhale forward. Softening like a lotus, closing its petals for the day. And now inhaling, opening, flowering, release the hands. So remember, we have our right shin in front of our left leg. Extend the legs out, shake them out. And now we're going to take the left in front of the right. Cross mid-calf. You pull your feet out, by the knees if possible. Instead of having them tucked in, pull them out. So this way you feel it in your hips. Inhale, take your right hand over to the right side and left hand over. And let's go to the other side. Inhale, up and over. And let's come back. Extend both arms up. Take the right hand to the left arm. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, over to the right. And now we're going to bow forward. So you're pulling your left wrist, extending, creating a length on the left side. Bow your chin forward. Feel a nice stretch in the whole side body and your back body. Inhale, rise up. Let's do the other side. Grab the other wrist. Inhale, lengthen up. And over to the other side. And now bow forward, creating a nice length on the right side. Stretching in the back body here. Inhale, rise up. And release the hands to the earth. So we're going to take our feet, bring them over to the right side. And we're going to do a twist to the opposite side, to the left. So left shoulder, roll it up and back. Plant your fingertips on the earth behind you. Root. So I'm going to feel heavy in my sit bones in the earth. And then inhale, lengthen up through the spine to the crown of the head. Right hand to your left knee. Twist from the belly, from the core. It's not a neck twist. Inhale, lengthening. Engage in the belly here. You can even feel your belly to see if you're engaging those muscles, and twisting over towards the left. Inhale, lengthen up. So exhale, you're going to walk your hands over. If this is okay for you, you can stay seated upwards if you like. Walk your hands over for a little deeper twist here. Deep inhale, lengthening, and exhaling, and come back. And let's switch legs. Bring them over to the other side. Roll your right shoulder back. Root the fingertips into the earth. Root your sit bones into the earth to rise. Left hand over to your left knee. Just like a lotus flower. Roots deep through the earth, and then inhale, lengthening and twisting over towards the right side. Remember, twist from the core, from the belly. Inhale, lengthen up, and now walk your hands over to the earth to the right of you. Inhale, lengthening, and exhaling, bowing a little bit. If this is okay for you, otherwise stay upright. For a little deeper twist here, and let's come back. So extend the legs out, shake them out. You're going to take your hands to the earth, palms to the earth, roll shoulders up and back. Inhale, lift hips, open in the shoulders, point the toes. Keep chin to your chest or drop the head back if that's okay for your neck. Release down. Bend the knees. So we're going to take our knees over to the right side and then come up and take the knees over to the left. Inhale up and knees to the other side. Inhale up and to the other side. Fantastic. Now we'll come into a cobbler posture here, or Baddha Konasana. So first, let's start with, it's called an omega, where you have a diamond and your feet are a little further out than when we bring our feet in for cobbler or Baddha Konasana. Okay, so we'll start with the feet out. Take your hands behind you, fingertips to the earth, roll shoulder blades onto the back, lift your sit bones up, and now pull them in towards your heels as much as you can. You can walk your hands maybe a little closer. So everyone's at different stages and different levels. And remember, we're doing yoga for ourselves, not to ourselves. So be present to what is best for you as you move into the postures. Feet press into each other and you engage in your core. And then from the inner thighs, feel the energy move out through your inner knees as your feet hug in. Inhale, lengthening up through your spine. Pressing feet into each other. And feel the energy moving out from the core out through the knees. And your knees might be up here, and that's okay. You work with what we have. So take your left heel in and your right leg out. We're going to grab our whole right thigh and do an inner spiral, okay? So that's where you spiral the inner thigh in and pull the right buttocks out. So you get more on your sit bone here and feel more rooted. It also helps to create a healthier curve in the lower back here. So you're going to take your right hand over to the right side, left hand to your left thigh. Inhale, lengthen up and twist over. This is where you can take a strap to the bottom of your foot, take it in your left hand, inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, hinging from the hip. We're just pulling our heart forward. We're not rounding forward, head to knee. We're pulling our heart forward. So you just might have a slight bow on the hips here. Engage the muscles above your knee to help open up in your hamstring. Inhale, lengthening. Exhaling, pulling yourself forward. And we'll release here. So let's do the other side. Extend the left leg out, pull the right foot in. We'll do the same thing. Take the whole inner thigh and inner spiral. We do this spiral where we spiral the thigh down and out, pull the skin of the left sit bone, of the left buttocks out to get on the sit bone. You can press your hand into the leg to root it. Press both hands into your thighs here. So you root and lengthen up through your spine. Root to rise. And let's take the strap to our left foot. Hold the strap in your right hand. So inhale, lengthen. You'll find at first the body doesn't feel so, it's not moving so well. So take the left hand over to left side. Lengthen up and twist. Now you can take your left hand and pull the skin of your belly and your organs over to the left side for a little deeper twist. Lengthening up and bowing from the hips. We're just doing a slight bow. Keep engaging the muscles above your knee here. And that will help to open more safely in your hamstring. Inhale, lengthening. And let's come back. Shake out the legs in front of you. And we're going to take our hands behind us again, press. So fingers press towards you. If that doesn't feel good on your wrist, then you can do your hands like that. Shoulders up and back, lift hips and open the shoulders. Wonderful. So we're going to come back to our Baddha Konasana and use, this time you're going to use the block or you're going to use a book, or this is where you could use a towel. So you're going to place it in between. I'm just going to practice with a towel to show you how you could use with a towel. But if you had a book, you can use it, the book like that or the block like that. You want to use it on the thin side. But I'm going to use a towel here to support those that are using a towel. Place it in between the feet. Take your hands behind. Roll shoulders up and back. Press your feet into your towel or your block or book. Inhale, lift the hips a little closer. And press into your block or towel. Now engage here. Feel the engagement as you press the feet in, and then the energy moves. You feel the stretching from the inner thighs out through the knee. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Keep trying to lengthen up as you actively press the feet in towards each other, and knees are moving away from each other towards the earth. Deep inhale, long exhale. Deep inhale, breathing into the lotus of the heart, rooting into the earth. Exhale, and let's remove the blanket. And open up. This time we're going to open up the legs. So let's take the right leg out. Just pull the skin of the right buttocks out and then the left leg out. You don't have to open up super wide, just as wide as you can. And pull the skin of the other buttocks out so you feel more rooted on the earth. It helps to sit up on a blanket to lift the hips up a little bit. Now let's place our hands on top of the thighs. Resist your hands as you flex these thigh muscles, wake them up, press them into each other, root them into each other, and lengthen up through your spine. Flex your feet. Deep inhale and a long exhale. Stay here for a couple of breaths, rooting and rising. I can just see this beautiful lotus in my heart space, like this beautiful white lotus. Envision this gorgeous lotus in your chest as you breathe, whatever color it is for you. Now we're going to take our hands inside our thighs and use the hands to bring the legs in. And we're going to now take our block or our blanket. So if you're using a block or a book, first you did it like this. Now I'm going to have you take it a little wider, bringing your feet on the outside of it, pressing the feet into it, taking hands behind you, press feet into the blocks and let the legs, the energy move out from the inner thighs, out the knees. So inhale, lengthen up through your spine. Only if it's possible for you, you can lift the hips and bring it a little closer towards your block. You do what's best for you. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths, engaging, pressing feet into the block. We're creating a nice, healthy opening, strengthening and opening in the groins here. At the same time, strengthening the core. And this also helps to relieve tension in your lower back. These are muscles that get locked up from a lot of sitting, which I know a lot of us are doing, or if you're not moving a lot. Pressing feet into the earth, inhale, lengthening. Pressing feet into your block or your towel. Opening, releasing in this area. So let's remove the block here. And let's take our knees in towards the chest, lengthening out through the spine. Deep inhale, long exhale, let your head round forward. Take a couple of breaths here. And we're going to open up the legs again. Press your hands into the mat and just pulling your skin of your buttocks out, getting onto your sit bones here. Wonderful. Press hands into the thighs, root up. Let the shoulders relax down. Feet are flexed. Fantastic. Bring the left foot in. Take your right hand over to the right side and twist. And this time, you're going to take your left hand on the outside of your left shin and just lengthen forward. Keep this right thigh rooted in the earth. Or if you can take your left hand outside of your left foot, then do that. Inhale, lengthening. So you're either here, or your hand maybe comes to the outside of your left foot. Lengthening. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you could take your right hand on the other side of the foot, crossing over, lifting elbows. Inhale, lengthening, and exhale. Now rounding forward toward your knee. So these are options. Please be at the best stage for yourself. Deep inhale, long exhale. And rise up. Rooted here on the thighs towards the earth. Inhale. So let's take our hands, press them in the thighs. Lengthening forward, hinging from the hips here. If you have a block, you can place the forehead on the block or a book. Or just place your hands here. Or if you want to go forward and round forward, maybe you come to the floor. Again, best stage for yourself. Stay at the best possibility for you. Inhale, rise up. Bring the right knee in, and let's take the right heel in. Take the whole skin of the thigh, inner spiral, take the buttocks of the left buttocks out, the sit bone. Right hand over to the right thigh. If you want to use a strap on your foot, you're welcome to do that if that is easier for you. So place a strap on your foot if that is easier for you to lengthen and twist over. I'm going to use my hand on the outside of the leg, left hand to outside of my left leg, lengthening up. Inhale, lengthening, exhaling. So if you have your strap, pulling your heart forward. If you could take your hand to the outside of the left foot, do that. Inhale, lengthening. Exhaling, taking the other hand, bringing it inside of the foot if that's possible. Lift elbows and forehead to the knee if that's a possibility. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, rise up. Hands to the thighs, root them into the earth. Root to rise, lengthen through the spine, and bowing forward with right at the hips. And again, be where you're at. You might be right here, and that is perfect. Maybe a block. Maybe you round forward to the earth. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, rise up. Shake the legs out in front. So now we're going to bring our feet in to our Baddha Konasana again. So bring your feet together. And if your knees are way up here, if you have a blanket or a block, sit up on your blanket or block like this. And that will help to create some more length in your spine. So this time, take your hands to your ankles. Press your feet into each other and roll your shoulders up and back, lengthening through the spine. Now take your hands behind you, press the fingertips into the earth. Gently moving your hips towards the feet, if that's possible. If not, stay where you're at. Press feet in, your hands are behind you, press feet into the earth. Engage and open up from the inner thighs out the knees. The knees move towards the earth. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Now notice if you feel any difference in your inner thighs here. And it's also your outer hips that we're working on. We're also helping to release these muscles in the lower back. So lengthening up. And notice if you're a little more open, like a lotus flower. Connecting to your breath, close your eyes for a couple of breaths. As your feet press in towards each other, you're connecting to your midline, connecting to your core inner strength and stillness. From that place of that stillness in the core of your belly, pelvis area, in the lower belly, the energy moves out through the knees like petals of a lotus flower opening up. Now, shoulders pull back and the heart expands with each breath as the lotus opens. So let's use our hands to bring the knees together. And we're going to come onto our backs. Come onto your backs with your knees bent. Gonna take, first let's stretch our legs out. We did a lot of opening of our knees. So bring the arms up overhead, stretch through the fingertips, stretch through the toes, and lengthen. Hug everything towards the midline, muscle the bone, and from the core of the pelvis, move the energy out through the legs, active toes, and from the heart, expand out in every direction. And release everything to the earth here. And now let's bend our knees. I'm going to take right foot, the heel on top of your left thigh. It's like right above the knee, the left thigh. And then everything's going to roll over to the right side. Now I want you to take your elbows, press them into the earth, lift your chest to get both shoulders onto the earth the best you can. Deep inhale, bring the hands up overhead. You're going to take your right hand to your left wrist. And now keep your hand there on your wrist. So bring your awareness back to your foot on top of your left thigh. So your foot is still on top of your left thigh and knee. And I'm going to press your right foot into that thigh. The thigh is going to stay steady and resist. So you're going to feel this deep opening on the whole left side. It goes deep into the left hip and the whole side body. Should feel wonderful. So keeping that consistent as you press the right foot into the top of the thigh and your right knee is falling over to the earth. Now you're going to take your right hand to your left wrist and pull it up and over to the right. So at the same time you're pressing the foot into the top of the left thigh, now you're clasping your hand and pulling your left wrist over for a big stretch in this whole left side. Close your eyes, let the head fall over to the right side, relaxing the jaw and neck. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths with this big opening and stretch. Deep inhale and long exhale, moving into the posture a little deeper and release. And then bring the knees back up. Shift the hips back to center. Let's just open up the knees and Rock back and forth a little bit, hug them in, rock back and forth in a way that feels good. And now I'm going to take the feet to the earth and we'll do the opposite side. So left heel on top, so it's right on top of my knee and thigh here. Let them fall over. Press elbows into the earth. Inhale, lift the chest up here. Get both shoulders as flat on the earth as possible. And you're going to extend the right arm up and the left hand is going to clasp the right wrist. Press, now bring the awareness to the heel on top of your right thigh. Press the heel into that right thigh and at the same time resist. So you're holding the right thigh steady as you press the heel into the right thigh. Let it open up a little bit more till it gets to that place that it feels really good. And then with your left hand, pull the right wrist up and over. Gaze over to the left. So as you press into the thigh with the foot, at the same time, pull with the left hand on the right wrist for a big opening on this whole right side. Breathe into it, deep inhale, exhale, move into it a little deeper. And release everything. Bring the knees back to center. You can bend the knees again, rock back and forth in a way that feels good. Let's come into a happy baby pose. Feet pressed into the hands. Softening the tailbone towards the earth. Just imagine, even if it's not on the earth, just imagine the tailbone softening to the earth. Feet press into the hands, and then the hands draw the feet and the knees towards the earth. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Deep inhale, long exhale, opening up deeper into the posture. Release the feet. Release the legs to the earth. Let the feet fall over to the side. Hands fall over to the side. Palms are open. We'll stay here for just a couple of breaths, allowing yourself to be fully received by the earth as you soften and release any tension you're holding in your body. So let it go like a raindrop rolling off of a lotus flower. Inhale, let's bend the knees. I'm going to roll over to one side and slowly let's come up to a seated posture, come to a comfortable posture. We're going to sit for a minute in a meditation. If you like to pull the skin of the buttocks back, sit bones are heavy on the earth. You can even take your hands and just root the thighs into the earth and inhale. Create this length in the spine. Hands can be open on the thighs or face down on the thighs. Come to your stillness. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Allowing the inhale to draw you deeper inside. Exhaling, softening shoulders down the back. Bringing your awareness to the lotus in the center of your chest, your lotus heart. With every breath, envision this lotus expanding. And in this lotus are all the qualities of the heart. And whatever quality is calling to you, allow that to open up and expand in your whole being. We'll keep our awareness here for another minute. The next inhale, let's open up our hands and bring our hands in front of our hearts into Anjali Mudra. I just see a lotus here in the center of my chest. And we'll take a deep inhale and chant one Om together. Inhale. From the lotus within my heart to yours, namaste.